Hello, friends. Welcome to Sunday Night Livestream. Let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. I am going to switch back to the real glasses. I can tell that already. What a dumb choice that was. All right, we have some people in here. What do you think? Can you guys hear us? Can you guys see us? Getting the live stream pulled up here on our laptop as well. Maybe. Maybe.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Hey, you guys are here. I love it. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Audio and video, you can see and hear us. That's
perfect.
The goal. That's the goal.
What we like to hear.
That's what I like to hear. Hello, friends. Happy Easter. Auburn just did our intro for us, so you guys don't even need us. We're just going to say goodnight.
Thank you, love.
Thanks for being here. All right, so Easter live stream. Don't know how many of you guys are going to join us tonight.
Right.
We actually, confession, we did consider not doing it tonight because we were like, well, it's Easter and that's a holiday people would want to be with family and like go out and do stuff. Yeah.
That's not really allowed.
Can't do that right now. So not really allowed. So here we are hanging out with now 50 of you guys, which is awesome. Hello from Nashville. Let's just give it a minute here while people join in. Love seeing you guys in here. Sad trombone noise, Tracy, I know. It's the saddest thing, like, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. And just so you guys know kind of what we're going to talk about in today's live stream, a few days ago, boy, that is the truest statement I have ever made.
It's been like the longest year the last couple of weeks.
It's been the longest year the last couple of weeks. I asked you guys on social media, what are some of your Easter traditions? And a friend of ours, Sarah, had such a good question. She was like, what traditions are you guys going to miss this year? Like, what would your normal traditions be that maybe you're not going to be able to experience? And you guys shared a bunch of those with us. We're going to talk about our Easter traditions. We're going to talk about some of your Easter traditions, maybe that you've done or that you're going to be missing this year. Right. And honestly, we're just going to be hanging out here on Easter. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. And one update to our live streams. You guys, we are taking a bit of a new approach. I talked about this on the last live stream. For this one and future live streams, we are going to do 1 hour, one topic. And so rather than kind of like jumping around, like trying to answer questions, which can be kind of crazy, we're going to try to focus. So today we're going to focus on Easter. We're going to focus on traditions. We're going to focus on like family, what Easter means to us, what our traditions are. And then in coming weeks, we're going to talk about like just dedicated live streams focused on things like Disney cruises, dedicated live streams focused on like Disney trips, vacations, parks, also like life in Alaska, travel, marriage and relationships. So a lot more kind of focused live streams in the future. I love seeing all of your guys' faces. You're excited about the new format. Tracy, so are we.
Yeah, we are too.
We feel bad when we do just kind of hangout live streams because it's so many times a lot of you guys show up and it's hard for us to keep up in the comments. And so I think we feel like sometimes people get overlooked or left out and we never intend that.
Right, it's not intentional. It's just really hard to keep up when it's just like comment. So. Yep.
So if we skip over your comments or anything, totally not intentional. You guys know we love you.
But if you're asking questions that don't have to do with whatever topic we're talking about, then we probably will ignore it, and you can ask it when we're talking about that topic.
100%. Also, when we ask questions on social media for future live streams, feel free to tell us your stories. We want to answer your guys' questions. If you have live stream ideas, like you'd love to see us do a live stream on a certain topic, let us know that. So Sherri.
Yeah.
Easter this year was different.
Super weird.
It's been really weird.
It doesn't really feel like Easter Sunday.
Not at all. Like, you guys, we put on Easter clothes.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but like 15 minutes ago.
Right.
Like
otherwise it's just been pajamas.
Let's be really honest.
Yeah.
Let's be really honest. So it has been it's a weird Easter.
It is, yeah. Let's
talk a little bit about like our Easter traditions. What Easter would normally look like for us. And it's not for us, it's not just Easter. Really it is like the several days leading up to it.
Right, it's like a weekend.
All right, you guys know that we're Christians and so Easter is huge for us, but also the days leading up to it are really important. So normally for us, our Easter would probably start or our Easter weekend celebration with like Good Friday. We would normally do a Good Friday service at church. We did one this year, but it's all online, which is different. And so, yeah.
So like we all took communion together, but it was at your own home.
Yeah.
So it was just sort of weird.
And then Easter morning, our tradition would normally be like church with friends, and then some kind of either brunch or just get together with lots of friends or family. Easter has always been for us, and this is one of the reasons I think today has felt so weird. For us, we've always been surrounded by people we love on Easter.
Right.
You know, and some of the loss, I was thinking about this earlier today, some of the loss for me in this Easter is thinking about what it would have been like.
Right, because this is like our first Easter kind of like in our own space in our church, and I mean we did last year, but we were, I don't know, it was very small, and so like this was just like, it was going to be this big thing, and we were all excited, and now it's just like, okay, well, everybody just wave at us from your home. So it's just been kind of weird.
Yeah, it has been weird. The communal, Easter is normally so communal, like it's a celebration, right, of people of our faith. And so to celebrate something as momentous as Easter represents alone feels weird.
It does, yeah.
This morning we got up, made frittata for breakfast, and we made coffee. Then we watched a little bit of TV. I did a little bit of work.
I took a shower.
Sherri took a shower, and we got dressed. Like that's
been our day.
That is the extent. Like we haven't. Have we talked to? Like have we FaceTimed anybody today?
No, I've chatted with texting with family and friends.
I talked to my dad on the phone.
Oh, good.
That's true. Talk to my dad. Probably call my mom later. Mom's probably watching. I know my mom is watching, so expect a phone call later, mother. Yeah, and so that's kind of what our Easter has looked like, and what our Easters normally would look like. Sherri, growing up, did you guys ever have any traditional like Easter traditions in the family?
Yeah, we always did like Easter baskets,
Yep.
and so we would always do those like first thing in the morning, and then we would all get more dressed up than usual for church, and we'd go to church, and then we usually had some kind of big dinner, and yeah, so we bought a ham to do for the two of us.
Yes, we are going to do a traditional kind of Easter dinner for us.
Right.
We're going to do a ham tonight. We're going to do potatoes and corn and just try to make it as normal as possible for dinner for us later tonight. Because remember, it's only 3 o'clock here.
Correct.
So we'll do dinner here in a few hours. Me growing up, I don't necessarily remember any Easter traditions. I have some Easter memories. I remember in the small town here in Alaska I grew up in, we had an Easter basket making competition at school. You had to like make your own Easter basket. And I remember what we did is we took a gallon milk jug and like cut the top off, and we had the handle, and then we like made a bunny out of it. Like, and so we put ears on it, and like I had this like milk.
You don't still have that?
I don't still have that. I had this like milk jug bunny Easter basket. Well, I will say we still normally do Easter baskets for each other.
We do. Yeah, we did not this year.
Which I will say I didn't realize was weird until we posted a video about it a couple years ago, and you guys were like, "You're adults, you do Easter baskets?" We're like,
Heck yeah, we do.
"Heck yes, we do." What? Like I have an opportunity to get and give candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I not do that? Of course we do Easter baskets.
We have like these really cute like Mickey and Minnie baskets.
Yeah, we do. But this year,
still in the closet this year.
yeah, they're gonna hibernate for another year, unfortunately. Just reading some of your guys' comments. Sandy says we always have resurrection rolls for breakfast. I saw a lot of people this morning like hot cross buns and like all of that kind of stuff. So that was fun scrolling through social media this morning and seeing what everybody was having. Do I like pineapple on my ham? Yes, both of us, right?
Heck yes.
Yes, for sure, pineapple with ham. Also, ham or lamb? Somebody asked us that as far as our traditional Easter dinner.
Traditionally, we did ham.
I don't think I've ever done lamb. I love lamb.
Sure.
Not opposed to it
I'm
at all.
not opposed to it. I just don't think we ever did.
I think we always do ham. I don't know why that is. I feel like it's turkey Thanksgiving, ham Easter.
Yeah.
Right? What about you guys? Let us know. Is that
And
kind of...
usually some sort of like prime rib or something for Christmas.
Joel, Missy does not have an Easter basket. However, normally she gets tuna. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for staying up so late to be with us tonight. I don't know what time it is in the UK, but I know that it's not early.
Right.
You said when I was at school, there used to be an egg decorating contest where we paint eggshells and use them to recreate scenes. One year I did a guillotine scene. Maybe more of a Good Friday theme than an Easter theme, but good for you. That's hilarious, actually.
Ooh, ham and crab legs.
Ham and crab legs. Here's what I will say.
That does not sound terrible.
I will say we do not take advantage, and maybe it's because like we have access to like the best crab in the world
Like year round.
and so for us it's not necessarily crab legs on a specific day.
We'll just do them on like a Tuesday, like
Totally.
Ooh, new guy has crab legs on sale. Let's do crab legs for dinner.
Totally. Oh, Jeanette, you're in the UK as well. I will say we talked about this in one of the last streams. I'm gonna get off track. We've got to get to the UK.
I know.
We
I know.
have
I think that's going to be our next like
international
trip.
We've got to get there.
I know.
Turkey, deviled eggs. Oh,
We should make deviled eggs.
we still can. We have everything we need.
That's true.
Maybe with dinner we'll make deviled eggs. I always thought, you guys remember recently I posted this in a vlog, I thought deviled eggs were like really hard. I've always loved them. But our friend Auburn kind of showed me how easy they were. And then I made them and I was like...
I knew that they were easy. I've just not made them.
I had no clue. They're so easy. And they were so delicious. Okay, let's see. What other Easter... There was a couple Easter stories you guys submitted that I really loved. One of them I thought was just... It's just like the sweetest thing. Talking about our favorite Easter memory. She turned 4.
On Easter.
On Easter. And she had just had her 4th eye surgery.
Right.
And so her eyes were glued shut. But her parents wanted to make it special for her. And so what they did is they hid eggs around the house.
Yes, Francine, it's you.
Yes, it is you. No, you're here. Awesome. Hid eggs around the house in the places that she normally would go. So like on the chair she always sat in and places that she went. And I remember reading that thinking how much I loved that story because it's in some ways a good example for us this year that you took a day like Easter that we're used to doing something like an Easter egg hunt, and then your daughter couldn't do it because her eyes are glued shut from surgery.
Right.
And so you still found a way to celebrate that and to have fun on a holiday, even when the holiday looked different.
Right.
Francine, I loved that story. Thanks for sharing that with us. A lot of you guys had very similar stories you shared, though.
Like fun memories that you did growing up. And
Well, I was going to say, like, as far as the loss of this year,
oh, right, yeah.
like, the majority of stories we received were about how we always spend Easter together as a family. We always do a big dinner. We always get together. Everyone's together.
Community Easter egg hunts.
Community Easter egg hunts. Like, they were all very similar. And then, like, kind of the sadness and the loss around not having those this year. Right? And so a lot of you guys, I think, are kind of in that boat, sort of feeling that this year.
And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to feel that loss.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely. Let's see. Other comments here. Couldn't get together with the family today, so we went and delivered baskets to our kids and grandkids. I love that. Talked to our family through the window and watched babies open their baskets.
Cute.
Cindy, you say you miss your grandkids. Yeah, I can't imagine what it must be like to be like a parent or a grandparent and to not be able to see your kids in this season.
Right.
That's just, like, that's next level.
Yeah, that's really hard.
Like, yeah, that's super hard. Normally we're looking for Easter eggs in the apartment as far as I can remember. It's been a long time since I did that. For us as a retired military family, we've never been close to family for Easter, so today we just really miss going to church. And I think that to me is kind of where we were at. We just missed our people. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I share this every week. I am so struggling with this.
He really is.
Because I miss people so much.
I am not enough for him.
Well, I don't think it's that. I just think that it's like...
I'm just not enough people for you.
Oh, 100%.
Like, just one conversation, one person.
Yeah. And
you need more.
Well, but not only that, I also know that you're introverted. And so if I tried to like get all of my social needs from you, and we're actually going to talk about this when we talk about our, when we do like this marriage relationship live stream, because one of the things that we believe that might be different than what you normally hear is we actually think that the whole mentality of like, oh, you're everything, like you're my everything. It's like, I actually don't necessarily think that's true. And I think it can be really unhealthy because what happens when that person who's supposed to like be your everything, like isn't enough, right? That's when like bitterness and cynicism and like division comes in. I actually think it's really healthy to be like, I love you, you're amazing, we're great together, but like there are certain like needs and things that like I need other people for, right? And so...
And I do too.
100%.
Right.
And so I can't expect Sherri to meet...
I just need less of it than you.
You need much less of it. So I can't expect Sherri to like meet every single need, or else like I will just crush her with my Aries extrovertness. Right?
Ain't that the truth?
Also, an Aries cooped up inside during his birth month...
It is no bueno.
It is no bueno.
I feel like they should have foreseen this and just been like, okay, all of the Aries are now just going to be quarantined together.
That's what should have happened.
That's what should have happened. Everybody goes to one warehouse. All of the Aries from the city go right there, and then you can all just do your thing throughout this thing, and then all of your significant others who are probably not Aries can just be like, huh.
That sounds like the greatest thing ever.
I know. That's what they should have done.
Oh my gosh. I guarantee.
In the history books, this is what we should have done.
They're going to say, you know what we should have done? Put all the Aries together. Because that is where I'm at right now.
Because they are driving their people crazy.
Absolutely. But we're also going crazy. Keep that in mind.
Well, that's true.
Okay, let's see. My daughter's turning 12 on Friday. She would love a shout out from you. Her name is Megan.
Happy birthday, Megan!
Megan, happy 12th birthday on Friday. I know what it's like to have a birthday during the season.
Yeah.
A lot of Aries in our group. I love that. A Zoom room for me. Kevin, you know what? I've actually thought about that. Sorry, we're getting off track a little bit. I've actually thought about just like going live on Instagram on random days just because like I need more human interaction.
Right.
So
do it.
Possibly. I probably should. Some other things that people talked about. Oh, I really actually kind of like this.
Oh, happy birthday, Brianne.
This was from somebody I think here in Alaska. It said, tradition I do a huge dinner. Even though our family here is small, I was determined to make it work this year, but then I didn't have all the supplies and I couldn't even get them delivered from the grocery store. And so it's like...
Because all the grocery stores are like super backed up from people ordering.
Yes. And so it's like, even if you wanted to have an Easter dinner, sometimes you can't because you might not have what you need. Right. And so I think we all are in this place of like improvising and just sort of, I don't want to say getting through, but like figuring out how to make... Kind of.
Yeah.
Has today felt like Easter to you?
Nope, not even a little bit.
I think we talked about that earlier, right?
Mm-mm. It just sort of, it didn't even feel like a Sunday to me. It just sort of felt like another day.
The days are dragging on. Like, as far as I don't know what day of the week it is, because we're both working from home every day. And it was really funny. We were talking about last Friday. We're like, oh, it's the weekend. And we're like, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Another day at home.
Oh, my gosh. This person said, my family likes to have a honey-baked ham and potato salad. We do Easter baskets. And just enjoy family time this year. There's no ham. Should have ordered one. Maybe we'll have an Easter ham in the summer.
Oh, there you go.
Have an Easter ham in the summer because if you guys learned anything from our gingerbread house competition, traditions do not have to stay in the season.
No, they do not.
They're intended for. Also, I just want to say, the votes for that competition, you guys, I have not gone through and tallied. I think I won. Oh my gosh. I love our viewers. All right. I loved you before you voted me as the winner of the competition.
Well.
I think me, but I do need to go back and count because there were like strings of like Sherri, 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 and then Adam, 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 Adam. But even if I didn't win, I'm going to say that I won. I'll just delete all the comments for anybody else.
Sherri got one vote.
Sherri, it's really
so weird.
It's so strange. How can you lose with peeps and hats?
See, yeah. You know what? I'm going to have to agree with that because he did take it next level. Although I feel like my roof was pretty nice.
Without a doubt. But your peeps were hatless. And so, to me, you guys said...
Peeps were hatless.
You guys said two things, for those of you who said they voted for me.
Thank you, Tracy. She says it was rigged and that I clearly won.
That's... Rigged is fine, as long as I'm the winner. Oh, I love that our Z-Roll live stream is now part of our quarantine routine on Sundays. Speaking of routine, I was so happy last night. I'm sorry, you guys... I'm so struggling with this one topic focus.
I know.
I just want to say, last night I saw Z-Roll post that they were doing a premiere of their new video last night at like, I don't remember. It was later in the evening. And I loved being able to like watch their video release with them live. That was so fun to hang out with you guys last night. Anyways, back to the Easter Gingerbread House competition. Mm-hmm. I think it was really close. Actually, I'll go through later tonight.
What are you going to do if it really was a tie?
What am I going to do if it was a tie? Arm wrestling competition for the winner. That's fair. Completely fair.
Yes, Sandy. Squirrel.
Sandy, I'm so sorry.
And this has been our life for this, at least the last week.
If you guys don't pray for Sherri, would you? Because I genuinely cannot imagine what it is like to be trapped inside with me. I went out for a drive for like 2+ hours yesterday.
You did a couple of times this week.
And I'm like, I just have to go. Like, I just need to get out of the house. I don't get out of the car. I just, like, need to get out of the house. Anybody else doing that? Our Z-Roll and LeggLife top favorites. We love hearing that.
It's because they're amazing.
They are amazing. Keeps the conversation lively. See, Sherri, maybe that's how you should consider me. Just like, Adam, how's Adam? Oh, he's lively. Maybe lively sounds better than annoying or bothersome or always right here.
Well,
I'm sorry. Drove to downtown LA and it was so clear. We've seen photos online of what LA looks like without the smog. Crazy.
It's crazy. And like the Himalayas are visible for the first time in 30 years in India. Like, I know this quarantine thing is awful, but it's kind of great for the environment.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
We've been seeing a lot of changes, that's for sure. So let's talk a little bit more about Easter. This, I was born, just so you guys know, I think we talked about this on my birthday live stream. I was born on Easter Sunday. So even when my birthday doesn't fall on Easter, it always feels like kind of an important day to me just because, like, my birthday is normally in that season,
It's always
right?
around Easter.
It's always around Easter.
Remember that one weird year where it was like a month before your birthday?
That was really
like
weird.
Early March. It was weird.
This person says he went on an hour-long drive today and Bluetooth LeggLife Disney cruise vlogs the whole time. I love that.
Thanks.
Someone said, I love how honest you are about being trapped inside Adam. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm 100% not going to be like, oh, everything's fine, everything's great, everything's wonderful. Like, I'm going crazy.
And I'm okay. And I don't know, like, I feel bad that I'm okay because you're very not.
Yeah.
And so, like, I left this week we had to take our Jeep in because we had transmission problems. And so I drove with him to drop the Jeep off. And then a few days later, I drove to pick it back up. And that was the only time this whole week that I actually left the house.
Yep.
And I was okay with that. Like, my anxiety is actually worse when I leave the house.
My anxiety is worse when I stay in the house.
Correct.
So that's the world. That's what we're living in, is figuring out how in the world you navigate that with somebody who, like, so needs people and somebody who, like, is kind of okay without having them.
Right.
Like, between FaceTime, like, you got to FaceTime Sarah and Auburn yesterday. You got to, like, FaceTime, like, a couple different people. We got to FaceTime with our vlogger house friends earlier this week.
I've been texting with friends, which is, like, human interaction for me.
I will say,
Texting is perfectly fine for me. I like FaceTiming, but it's also, like, I'm good with text.
It is human interaction for me as well. So, to me, the human interaction is, like, texting is above nothing. Like, it lets me know that there's other humans in the world who, like, oh, like, you're giving me of your time. That's huge. And then, like, FaceTiming, because, like, I get to actually see your face. That's awesome. Like, you're in my life because I like your face, right? Let's be honest.
I like your face too.
Thanks. Don't flirt with me. That's for the relationship live streams. You got to save all that. And then, like, obviously getting to hang out. And I think I shared this, like, with my staff on leading staff meeting earlier this week. I was like, I just want to apologize in advance because I'm just going to be hugging fools when I get out of here. Like, when I can get out, like, I'm going to be the guy in the grocery store who's just, like, hugging people.
Like, hugging strangers.
Doesn't matter. Everyone needs hugs after this. I saw a couple people ask a question that we are going to answer. Favorite Easter candy? Because we differ on this. What would your favorite Easter candy be? Oh. I thought I knew where you were going to go with this.
You know, I don't know, actually. Either, like, the robin eggs or Peeps.
Robin eggs or Peeps. So to me, I like the robin eggs. Sorry, I just saw some people say maybe... Did the video stop? Okay, we're going good. I do not like Peeps. I don't think that made it into
They're just marshmallows covered in sugar. What is not to like, sir?
I don't see it that way. It's
literally what they are.
I guess.
The marshmallows covered in sugar.
I'd rather have a marshmallow. I love robin eggs. I really love the Reese's eggs. For whatever reason, I've always had a soft spot in my heart, though, for the Cadbury eggs.
Yeah, they're too rich for me.
Except
I have, like, half of one and I'm done.
In the freezer.
Yeah, you like them frozen.
I will go buy them, put them in the freezer, good to go.
Yeah.
What do you guys? Boy, I'm seeing so many people say Peeps.
Well, one person said Peeps with a sick face.
Yes, Laura. Yes, that's how I feel too.
I like that.
In fact, I was going to when we were doing the video about decorating for the gingerbread houses. If I didn't use all of my Peeps, my plan was to film a clip talking about how, like, where Peeps deserve to go that aren't on the gingerbread house, and I was going to walk over and throw it in the trash. But then I was like, you know what, Adam, play nice. Like, don't be a pain in the butt.
Rude.
Look at you guys. Wait, roasted Peeps? Whoa, what about, like, Peep s'mores?
Oh.
I would be open to try that. You're eating Cadbury eggs right now. Oh, I'm so jealous.
We didn't get any this year.
We did not get any this year. The only Easter candy we got was the stuff we used in the gingerbread house, which is crazy. Yeah. Ever played Peep Wars? Okay, no, but I've seen the videos of this. Have you seen this?
No.
So you take 2 Peeps, you put them on a paper plate in front of each other, and then you put like a toothpick in, like, it's almost like each peep is holding a toothpick. And then when you put them in the microwave, they like grow and they basically joust. Like they stab each other and you see who wins. And honestly, I might need to go to the store tonight and buy peeps because now I just really want to do that. That sounds amazing.
All right.
Also, just so you know, after this video, you guys, we are going to be making a video it's going to go up tomorrow that is all about the Dole Whips. You guys probably all saw, because you guys all messaged us.
There were like 100 of you that messaged us.
It was hilarious that Disney released their Dole Whip recipe. But we're not just doing that video, because Disney isn't the only one who released their Dole Whip recipe.
That's true.
Dole also released their Dole Whip recipe. So we are making...
they're different.
They're different. So we're making both the Disney Dole Whip and the Dole Whip. And we're going to see which one we like better.
Yep.
Wow. Riveting content that people want.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's
Stay
video.
tuned for tomorrow's video. Hot tamale peeps. You are not a fan of the flavored peeps.
No.
You think a peep is you're a traditionalist.
I don't mind like the birthday cake ones, but even those are just yeah. I'm just the plain old peeps.
I know. I am so excited to try the Dole Whips. You guys yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have awesome. All right. What else? McDonald's
Easter traditions, Easter.
Oh, Easter traditions. Yeah. Thanks, Sherri.
I know.
Just the hubby and me, we're having ham, sweet potatoes, and baked potatoes, broccoli, and coconut custard pie. Coconut custard pie?
I don't like coconut.
I like coconut, I like custard, and I'm so-so on pies, but the first two make me win. Right now, I know there's a friend watching who's like, pies are better than cakes, and that's just not...
Yes, we can get Cadbury eggs in Alaska.
It's just not true. We can get Cadbury eggs in Alaska.
We just didn't this year.
I love this. Going back to her and her husband are alone, so they're making dinner. They said, we're also going to make our neighbor a plate. She's a widow. And so they're going to drop a plate off to her.
I love that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Way to be kind to people. You guys are the best. Do you guys get Cadbury eggs in Alaska? Yep, already answered that.
Will
Sorry.
we add rum to our Dole Whip?
Not on video. After the video? Probably.
Right. That is how you can get them made like that in Animal Kingdom, and it was delicious.
I think that's expanded. I think you can get them that way on the cruise now as well, can't you?
You can?
I think so. I'm not positive. I'm making an apple dessert I came up with at Christmas time. It's a great springtime flavor.
Ooh, yes.
Man. Our whole house is here eating dessert watching. We're making Dole Whips now. Frank, that's awesome.
Nice.
I love that. Lori doesn't like coconut either. You guys, I don't. It's so crazy to me because I love coconut so much.
I love the smell of it, but I can't handle the taste. And I think it might be like a texture thing and like the taste. I don't know. It's just, I can't do it. And I do keep trying.
You do get, to your credit,
like
you do keep
salmon,
trying.
I can't stand salmon either, and I live in Alaska, and I feel like that's just a travesty, but I can't do it.
You do like a salmon dip. Like if we did like a salmon mousse.
Right, I like that.
I love this story. This story is so fun. One of you sent in and says, my favorite memory, one year during our egg hunt for the kids, we had to continually distract my 99-year-old grandmother because she was finding all of the eggs and not leaving them for the kids to find.
I like this lady.
The amazing thing is that she celebrated 9 more Easters after that one.
my
She lived to be
gosh.
108 and a half. And then she said, when you're that old, the half matters. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Also, I'm not going to lie. If you're 99 at an Easter egg hunt, you get to compete against the
You
kids.
deserve to beat all of those children.
100%.
Right.
That lady's my hero. That's so funny. What a funny Christmas memory. Is the Disney cruise still happening? We think so. We'll talk about more of that on an upcoming video. Let's see. We ate Monte Cristos and are making Disney Cruise Palo chocolate souffle tonight. Can you please come over?
I know.
Because I saw the recipe that our Z-Roll did on their channel. And honestly,
Yeah.
watching them do it...
It didn't look as hard as what I expected. And I mean, I don't know. They might be like, no, it was really hard. But
And I'm afraid we would try it and just like mess something up and burn down our kitchen.
fail miserably because we can't even make... What did we try to make?
Oh.
Sugar cream pie. Fail.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about how we got roasted in the comments this week because we didn't stir the whipped coffee. You
Okay,
guys!
I would like to mention that I said, I think we should stir it. And he's like, I've seen all the videos. You're not supposed to stir it.
I was
like, okay.
Well, and like I have the recipe open and it's like, it doesn't say stir. I'm just like, so maybe it's just like, it's like you putting whipped cream on top of a drink. And then you guys like just...
So, thank you.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Every comment was like, stir it, moron. Stir it, moron. Stir it, moron.
I tried
know.
to get him to stir it.
We did stir it afterward,
Yes.
and it was definitely better.
Yeah.
I still don't love it. I would rather have a Cuban coffee. I saw
I would
somebody...
agree with that.
Can you guys give my wife a shout out? Yes. What is your wife's name?
Yeah.
Terrence's wife. What if her name was Terrence's wife? That'd be very, very convenient. Favorite childhood Easter memory? Do you have one? Like one that really stands out to you?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, my parents are in here. Did we do anything super special for an Easter?
Wow.
That I'm not remembering? I don't know. I feel like it was just like we always did Easter baskets and went to church and had a nice dinner. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know.
Yeah, I would say the same for me. I think my favorite Easter memory is one that I shared earlier, which was just like the Easter basket I made out of an old milk jug. It sounds so weird, but like I just remember being so proud of that. And there is a photo somewhere I
Hey,
will
Kaylin,
find.
we're giving a shout out to our niece.
Hi, Kaylin.
She's our favorite niece.
Oh, Terrence's wife's name is Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
I just had a thought. Nope, it's not an thought. It was like a good thought, and then I got distracted, which probably
Shocking.
comes as a surprise to you. It doesn't?
No.
Weird. Oh, dyeing eggs. Is that something you guys did growing up?
Yes.
Yeah, we did too.
Yes, it is. And we actually we found the kit in our in our pantry when we cleaned it out. God only knows how old this thing is, but we were going to do that, and we decided to do the houses instead.
True.
For a video.
We did a video, I think it was here on our channel a couple years ago. We might redo it maybe next year. We found this thing online where if you get like real silk neckties, which a lot of times you can get at like secondhand stores, and then you wrap the eggs in silk, and then I don't remember. There's a whole process. I think it's here on our channel. I don't remember for sure. And then when you...
I think we did it before our channel.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago.
I didn't know there was a before LeggLife. That's where like BC... That's how I measure things. And so what happens when you dip the silk neckties, whatever the pattern on the necktie is, comes off on the egg.
Right.
And it
had to be like the pure silk
It was really cool. So we'd like to
cool.
we'd like to redo that actually. If sure you guys have a mask,
I do.
Sherri
I have
does.
a couple of them. We're having trouble finding one
For
for
a
him
beard.
because of his beard. It kind of stops like right here, and it needs to come down below his beard.
I do have a friend in Washington State
Yep.
who has a beard and made his own mask who's sending me those.
Right, so he will have one. We did make one out of like a t-shirt.
It works. I mean, I have stuff that works.
Right.
Let's see. I saw something. Each Easter, our neighborhood puts on a teddy bear hunt. That's fun.
Oh, that's cute.
That's a cute idea. I have kind of an Easter fail story. Do you want to hear this? So you guys know I was on staff at a church for a number of years, a big church, and we behind our church there's this giant inflatable dome. It's like a sports. Imagine just like a huge indoor field.
Right.
And so we did this Easter egg hunt, and I don't remember what we had. We had like 1,000 eggs, or maybe we had 10,000 eggs.
I don't think it was 10,000.
I remember it being a lot. And we did this community Easter egg hunt, but like there's not a place to hide things, right? So you basically just like cover this football field in eggs. The problem is that we had so many people show up that the Easter egg hunt was literally over in seconds. Because imagine if there's 1,000 eggs on the field and you have 500 kids, those eggs are gone. And it was the most anticlimactic thing because we like, I don't know, it was like 3, 2, 1, go. The kids like rush the field. And then, I mean, honestly, within seconds, it's over. And everyone's just kind of like, what do we do now? I don't know what to do. Whoops. If it wasn't 10,000 eggs, it should have been.
Well,
because that would have lasted at least 30
You
seconds.
should have done it in like waves, like brought people in waves.
Chantel says they've done the silk egg dyeing too. Isn't it cool? Really love
I remember
doing
it being
that.
super fun and not as hard as we expected.
Where did you get the Baymax picture with the Mickey balloon behind you?
Back here.
Back
One
here.
of our viewers made that for us, actually,
Oh yeah, one of our viewers.
2 years ago.
I think it was Maria, right, in San Francisco?
Maybe.
I think so.
Yes.
I think it was. I know. You guys send us the coolest stuff. How are we doing? We're half an hour in. We'll go about half an hour more. 155 of you guys. We didn't know how many people were going to join us today for Easter.
Right. Yeah.
Did not know.
We understand it's Easter and kind of a weird day for a live stream. What do you...
This person says it's not really Easter themed, but lately we've been lighting our porch lights red for frontline essential personnel. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people that have been doing things like that. Whether it's like even putting up Christmas lights outside, or whether it's like honking horns outside of hospitals or that kind of stuff. Just some ways to pay respect to those people who are on the front lines.
We've got a lot of close friends that are nurses and doctors, and we've been just texting them, like checking in.
Yep.
Where's their sanity level?
Yep.
It's slowly declining.
Let's see what other Easter stories you guys might have sent in. Yeah, gosh, just a lot of them about, like, this is what we normally do. It's always family, and now it's not.
Elisa, what's up?
Wow. Okay.
I've known her technically longer than I've known him.
Elisa was just such a wonderful friend of mine years ago, and still is, by the way, even though we don't get to see her face
She just doesn't live here anymore,
as much as we would like. And she's who Sherri lived with when she first moved to Alaska, and she's just the best.
Yeah. But she's the one who actually picked me up from the airport when I first came to visit him.
Because I was working.
Because he was working. So I've known her for about half an hour longer than I've known him.
Linda, you just said you're missing your daughter today. You're a second family. And you know, Linda, that's actually why we decided to go ahead with the live stream today. Because we really did consider canceling it. We're like, you know what, let's just give people kind of the night off. They don't, you know, we didn't know if anybody would show up. And as we thought about it, we thought, you know what, we know that a lot of you guys do view us as that. And so we really did want to say, you know what, for the people who can be here, for the people who want to be with us, and who maybe even who need to be with us, right? Because maybe this has been like a really lonely Easter, and you've been more focused on what you have lost or don't have than what you have. For that, we wanted to be here for you guys and with you guys. So, yeah. So glad you did this as the community that we needed. Tracy, isn't it crazy that, like, we feel the same way?
Right.
That's not just for you guys.
That wasn't Tracy. That was,
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh, sorry. I saw the last name. I should read the full name.
Yes.
And so that's how we feel too, though. Like, it's the community that we need as well.
Yeah.
Probably especially me.
Yeah.
I'm the worst. I'm so sorry. Our church suggested folks put a cross in the window. I've seen a lot of people doing this. I've seen it on Facebook, the stained glass crosses.
Or like the paintings on the window.
Those have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've liked that you guys have been doing those. Thanks for going live tonight. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys joining us. I'm a little shocked, honestly, that there's 161 people in here with us now. We've been having over 1,000 people join us for each live stream.
Right, over the course of the live
Over the
stream.
course of it.
I have hair that's like...
I have...
me in my eyes.
Well, I can barely grow hair, Sherri, so I have a hard time feeling bad for you.
Personal problem.
True. Live streams rock. We've really been enjoying them. Someone in the neighborhood made a huge cross out of balloons. That's very fun.
Oh, thanks for stopping by, Cindy. She's got to go.
Bye. Thanks for being here. Your father passed away on Easter 2010. It's never the happiest day for me.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I 100% get that. I think that I think it's always hard when we lose someone that we love so much on a like special day or around a holiday, because the reality is that memory always does kind of color the lens you see everything else through. So
that holiday is sort of always like tainted.
Yeah, totally. And I think that's a natural thing, but we're glad that you're here with us. You work at your church and you're essential workers. You work today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't go to your grandmother's house for Easter, especially since you were hoping you'd see your cousin who lives 5 hours north of me. Yeah, you guys, like, we all have the same story. And that's one of the things that I've actually appreciated this Easter, is kind of the realization that even though we are apart and even though we are distant, like, this really is, like, we're having a shared experience this year in what we've lost.
It's true.
I saw somebody say, left field, Adam, remember when we rattle-canned your truck?
This is Lisa.
Oh, it is. Rattle-canned your truck in preparation for Sherri's arrival. Yes. I have so many memories with you that, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. Alaskan Bears vlog. You joined late this time, but you joined.
Thank you.
Happy Easter. I'm glad you guys are here. Yeah, and today isn't about our story. And, you know, Tadia, I think that that's actually another good reminder, is that Easter is one of those days that I think it's important to remember, especially for those who would share our faith. Remember that today ultimately is the ultimate it's not about us day. Right? And so...
It's not about the church service you go to or the people you see or the food you eat.
Yep. Keith.
It's bigger than that, yeah.
Keith, thanks for being here. Someone said the weather's icky in Nebraska.
It's kind of icky here too. It's not really raining, but it's very overcast. The mountains are kind of like half visible.
Yep.
Kind of gray.
Just kind of reading what you guys are saying here. You still have to go to work every day. You're mentally exhausted. Wow. I'm sure you are, because we're mentally exhausted having to just, and it sounds so strange to me, because I think like, I was texting a friend earlier this week, and so Anchorage just announced the schools are closed for the rest of the year, for the rest of this school year.
Right.
And I was kind of joking, saying like, this was our dream when we were in school,
Right?
right? Like we were like, this is what we want. But now that we're adults, like it's exhausting.
It is, and so I was looking for it earlier, and I couldn't find it, but right kind of at the beginning of all of this like lockdown stuff, there was a meme kind of going around saying that you're not working from home, you're working at home during a crisis, and to like give yourself the grace to feel that. And this week was all about that for me. Like I was making stupid mistakes, and I couldn't focus on anything, and my anxiety was higher than it ever has been, and I'm just like, I cannot physically work from home. Like I just couldn't get it done.
We're both experiencing the same thing, where even the smallest work tasks feel like the hardest things to overcome.
Right.
Like stuff that we would plow through on a normal work day is just like the biggest, I don't know.
It took me like 4 hours to reconcile our bank account, and I was like, why could I not just focus? Because I would try to do something and just be like, like it was awful.
Happy Easter, Russell. Your husband's a teacher. He's home with 2 kids. It's weird when I still have to go to work, like nothing's going on.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Yeah, for sure. I find myself staying motivated. We need to do better about a routine.
Yeah, I mean, I've still been getting up at the same time every day and like being at my desk at 9 a.m.
But I think even in the evenings, like getting back to focusing on organizing a certain room or space. Other Easter questions. What other Easter questions? We've read most of what you guys sent in. Again, a lot of what you guys sent in really were very similar stories.
Right.
Just kind of the bummer about the loss of time with family, time with friends, good meals, that kind of stuff. Yes, a routine is good. Took the dog for a drive yesterday. Getting out helps. I think to be quite honest with you, we're going to film a video for tomorrow right after this. We're going to make Easter dinner. But like, I could totally see myself going for a drive tonight. Love this question. Favorite designs to color eggs. Okay, so this might come as a surprise to you guys. Sherri and I color eggs differently. In fact, our gingerbread house competition is such a good example of what our eggs are also.
Yeah.
Your eggs, well, just like, how would you normally design eggs?
So I get out the crayons, and I usually draw something on the egg, some kind of design, some kind of message, something. And then I like to do like the staggered colors, and so I'll do like either half and half or like the layers of colors.
The reason you use the crayons though is because
it shows up through the...
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No! And so like...
I don't think what?
So, okay,
when you were coloring eggs growing up, you just like dunked them and then that was it?
I think so.
Oh. No, we always drew on them first.
My mom might be yelling at her phone right now saying, no, we didn't. But here's what I'll say. I remember the first time we colored eggs together.
I'm kind of surprised at that because your mom seems like very, like, that would be something that she would do.
It 100% does. And maybe we did.
And maybe she did.
And I just don't remember because I was obnoxious and bouncing around little Adam. But the first time we colored eggs as a couple, like, she starts coloring on them with crayons. I'm like, you can use dye, right? like we're going to dip these, don't you?
But the wax of the crayon, like, stays, and so you can dye it then and it doesn't go away.
It does
look
look
like
cool.
Marker or something, then it goes away because you're dipping it in vinegar and it goes away, but the wax doesn't.
Sherri does a really good job of like each one of her eggs has a different design. Like these have circles, these have stripes, these have like a chevron pattern. Are you proud of me for knowing what a chevron is?
I am, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so mine are like all solid colors. I'm like, here's
dunk,
a blue
dunk.
one, here's a green one, here's a yellow one. Like that's all mine are.
But you'll try. It's really cute because he'll try to do like the half and like hold it in, and then he'll drop it, and then he's like, whatever.
Oh my gosh.
No, I usually have a minimum of 2 colors on my eggs, and usually more than that. I'm very patient. I'll just sit there and hold it.
Yeah, your eggs are just amazing. They're okay. There's a lot of people on here that did not know about the crayon thing. Yeah, because
try the crayon thing because it's so fun.
So draw a design on it, and then when you dunk it, it doesn't. The wax keeps the color from sticking to it.
So I mean, like with any other color, if you draw on it with yellow and then dunk it in yellow, you won't be able to see it. But if you draw on it in white or black or whatever, then you can.
Someone asked Adam, "What are you drinking?" Just water, actually.
Wah wah.
I know. Wah, wah.
For now.
You two are so cute. Thank you. Appreciate that. I remember as a kid doing all one color. The creative in me. See, here's the thing. I so badly want to do like the Pinterest level eggs that are like, wow, look at how beautiful this was.
Crayon.
Crayon?
I
Crayon? How do I say it?
I'm from the Midwest. I say crayon.
Crayon? Like a cranberry?
The crayons, right? It's not a crayon.
How do I say it?
I don't know.
Crayon.
I just thought somebody was just correcting me with crayon, which I mean is also correct, but I think crayon is how I say it.
They made deviled egg recipe. It was amazing. I think we're gonna make them later tonight.
Yeah, I think we need
Executive decision.
Yeah, I concur.
Excellent. Let's see.
Favorite drink for Easter?
Boy.
I mean, my favorite drink kind of always is coffee, and I had a nice coffee today.
I did see somebody ask earlier, how many coffees are we drinking a day now in quarantine?
More.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm drinking more, but mostly just because I feel like because I'm home with you now, we just make like a pot of coffee instead of me making like my 1 cup.
Summers in Alaska's
And
here.
so I just keep. What's up?
Said one of the favorite Easter traditions is making resurrection rolls. I would love to have, and that's one of the things, you know, maybe even like next Easter.
I feel like this is probably like a fail on my. I don't know what that is.
Resurrection rolls, aren't they like, well, are they like hot cross buns a little bit?
I don't know what that is either.
Let us know, you guys. What exactly are resurrection rolls?
I mean, hot cross buns is like a song.
I know.
And that's all I don't know. I'm showing. I'm showing my
also,
natural blonde. I don't know.
I know your natural purple and pink.
Natural
I know
purple
that
and
it's also. What I was going to say is that I would really love to start a tradition like that. Yeah. Because that's one of the Easter, like Easter is one of those things, like so many of our traditions, and some of this, guys, remember, I was on staff at a big church for so long that Easter was always like the busiest work day.
And they had like 6 services, and so I would go for one of them and see him for an hour, and then I didn't get to see him the rest of the day. So my Easters were spent alone.
Yeah, and so like for us, like Easter's never been like a home together, have the whole day, get to have a tradition, morning stuff. It's been like I'm exhausted going into Easter.
He gets up hours before me, and
then like I crash afterwards.
Right.
And so
that's how Christmas Eve always was too.
Totally. And so I actually feel like now, we kind of have the opportunity to start to say, okay, what are the traditions we want to have on Easter? Mm-hmm. And start some of those. And I would love to start something like resurrection rolls, hot cross buns, something like that.
Are they just like cinnamon rolls?
I don't think so. I think they're different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody
let me know. Send us a recipe.
I'm sorry, Sandy, if this is what marshmallows rolled in melted butter, cinnamon sugar, then wrapped in a crescent roll. When you bake them, the marshmallow melts and it leaves you with an empty tomb. What?
Okay.
New tradition. New tradition.
Do it.
There is not a thing in that I don't love. Okay, I didn't know that it was that it was a marshmallow.
Sorry, I had to adjust in my chair.
Oh my God, you guys both, Sandy and then Summers in Alaska, like those comments back to back are just like the greatest thing. And so you open it up and like there's the empty tomb.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow. You guys, this live stream has been worth it. If what we come away with is that, 100% worth it.
Oh, thanks, please.
Just texted you the recipe. Man.
We're using my phone, and I turned off notifications, so I didn't see it come across. But
holy cow. Everybody, I love everybody in here is like, that sounds, yes.
We need to do that.
I think we just made resurrection roll sellers happy.
I don't know what just happened with that.
I don't know. I think my brain shut off somewhere after cinnamon and marshmallow, and I might have fallen asleep.
Done.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
We'll try that next year. I'm going to be really honest. We might not wait until next year.
Yeah, we might do it tonight.
Hey, Jackie, thank you. We love you too. Thanks for being here with us. Happy Easter, everybody. It's crazy because we've seen the numbers of people watching just kind of keep going up.
Right.
And we didn't know what to expect on this, as we said. But I love that we've these live streams have become a part of, we got a couple emails this week, or messages from people saying how much they've been appreciating the live streams because it gives them something in their calendar to like put in there and to look forward to. And I hadn't thought a lot about that's one of the things that I miss when I open my iCal. So like my calendar is kind of what controls my life.
Right.
Right.
It's usually like meeting.
Yeah, it's normally jam-packed.
Yeah.
But right now it's so empty. And I think that's like leading to, or like contributing to some of this like loneliness and like
right.
that I've been feeling. And so I love the fact that you guys get to have something in your calendars that you know that every Sunday night we're doing this. And just, we're going to do this every Sunday. And let's ask right now, you guys, in the comments, next Sunday live stream, 1 hour, one topic. What is the thing you guys want us to focus on next Sunday? Let us know in the comments. Yeah, we're definitely making these. You know what? We will do a vlog making these. I don't know that it will be this week. I don't even know that it will be this year. Maybe it'll be a next Easter thing. But we for sure. Yeah, Melissa, Disney Cruise. I expected that. I expected that to be the one.
Yep.
You put the
I want to read my mom's comment. She said, I look forward to this. I was just on the phone with Lisa, who is my sister, and Sherri was talking in the background. It felt a little like we were in the same room.
I love that. I also love it because, like, my mom calls me after these, or I call her after these, because I know she watches in her home. And so it's a way not just for you guys to connect with us, for you guys to connect with each other, but for us to connect with you and also to connect with family. Because remember, we're all missing out on that kind of stuff right now.
And it was cute. His mom called yesterday, and she said, I'll see you tomorrow at 5. And it was really cute.
Because, like, this is what she meant.
Right.
I love that. Cruise, Marvel vs. Star Wars Live, Adams Ministries, Disneyland Paris, 28 years old, favorite foods. Okay. Top 10 Disney foods. For those of you guys who did not hear Disney Cruise, I think next week's probably going to be Disney Cruise.
We can do that.
Okay? Next week, 1 hour, we're talking about Disney Cruise.
Okay.
Wow. That's going to be fun, though.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, right now is the time that we all need to focus on having something to look forward to.
Yep.
And I think that that will be great. So we'll do it next week. Talk about it for an hour. I do love, Carrie, I love the idea of Disney trivia. We just need to figure out how to do that. If you guys remember, we did the Disney song trivia when our friend Auburn was visiting us.
Right.
And it was so funny because, like, we don't have, like, Auburn was just so perfect at that.
Right, and we needed, like, that third person to put it all together and, like, hit the play and pause and...
And Missy doesn't help at all with that stuff.
She's really just useless. She's very pretty.
Yep. Yeah, just so you guys know, we are doing Dole Whips right after this. That will be tomorrow's video. We're making the Disney Dole Whip recipe and the Dole Whip recipe, both of which were released. And we're going to compare them and tell them which one we liked more.
Yeah.
Auburn says, aw, shucks. Well, we could make more of those if you were here.
Right.
Maybe not for next week, but find something that you can teach each other. Sherri teaches Adam something. Adam teaches Sherri something. Oh, man. That's a great idea. That's a really good idea.
Is it, though?
Oh, what? You don't think so? I think it's a good idea.
I feel like it would cause arguments to occur. Because, have you seen the meme that's going around? I think you did, because we talked about it. Where people are like, we're playing a new game in our house called Why Are You Doing It Like That? And there are no winners. I feel like that's what it would be.
And then I saw something on TikTok earlier where someone was like, there's no way I'm listening to my husband chew for the next 6 weeks. I was like, oh man. It's like things are getting real in people's houses, you guys.
Ooh, a Disney ear making contest.
Oh, well. How the turntables have turned. I'm 100% up for that. Let's do that. On one of these live streams, we're going to do a Disney ear making contest. Well, maybe not on a live stream. Maybe on a vlog. It would be hard because we're so focused.
Yeah, like we would just be like this the whole time.
You'd see the top of our heads and basically my bald spot.
Well.
Horrible.
Yes, The Office.
Yes, of course.
Obviously, because it's freaking hilarious.
Mickey ears and sell them for charity. It's a good idea. Huh? Who can finish a puzzle first? It's not...
It would be me.
Yeah. I would not even have all the pieces turned over before Sherri had finished the puzzle.
Correct.
All right, guys. Any other Easter questions? We have about, 6.5 minutes or so left here on the vlog. Other Easter questions, other things you want to know from us around not just Easter, springtime, traditions. Do we have any other spring traditions?
Somebody asked if we still have snow.
We do.
We do still have snow. In fact, I tried to move. We have like a little kind of bistro set out this way. That we like to sit in the summer, and I was gonna move the table for like deliveries to the other side of the house for like by our front door, and it's encased in ice like up like this far of just pure solid ice, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's gonna sit there for a few more weeks.
I will say the snow has been going super quick. Like, it is melting fast.
When does spring arrive? It kind of varies. Usually late April, early May. It's like officially kind of spring.
Yeah, I'd say that normally, like, again, here in Anchorage where we live, it is difficult, but normally by early May, all the snow's gone. And here's what I will say: if you're planning,
It's snowing at the house in Chugiak.
Oh, yeah, it was snowing here earlier. If you're planning an Alaska vacation, quick springtime Alaska vacation tip. Springtime in Alaska is my least favorite time.
We don't call it spring, we call it breakup, because it's when all the snow is melting and everything is brown and gross and dirty.
Yeah, so what happens is that we get snow and the snow stays, basically, once it snows, it's normally here for all winter.
Right.
And then, so you have a whole winter of dirt and of garbage and of just junk and gunk. And then it all melts, and it is spring in Alaska like spring in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Remind me of that scene.
Oh gosh.
Auburn.
Well, yes.
Puts us on the spot again.
Because it's in the song where it's like they're talking about how it's still snowing even though it's spring.
Yes, 100%.
And then all of a sudden it's summer.
When I will say, like, growing up here, like, kids that would get like their Easter dresses or like their Easter outfits normally would be covered up in winter clothes. But I don't advise people to come here in April or early May.
Right.
Only because, like, if for a vacation, if that's what you want. Just because, like, it's not the beauty of winter where everything is white and magical and Narnia, but it's also not the unbelievable amazingness of Alaska in the summer yet. It's kind of this weird between.
Right, where it's still kind of cold, so you can't really, like, hang out outside, but it's just dirty and gross and not real pretty.
So for me, once you hit mid-May,
for sure, wait till June and July.
Yeah, June and July are two favorite months.
Right.
But once you hit like mid-May, like the end of May can be beautiful.
And I do feel like it's just like, gross, gross, gross. Oh, it's summer.
It's true. I do really like, one thing I appreciate here in Anchorage is that I think most of us feel this way about springtime in Alaska, or at least springtime, sorry, I have a hair in my mouth, at least springtime in Anchorage, because we have this thing called like the citywide cleanup, that once all the snow melts and it exposes the trash, like everybody just goes out and does their part picking up stuff.
Right.
And so it's like,
and it's usually mid-May.
Because a lot of us have this kind of like Alaska pride and this pride of our city and this pride of the state we live in, that we really love it to be beautiful and trash free and picked up. And so every spring, like, we just all go out and do our part.
Right.
And it's just one of my favorite things because it's just like, man, we all really love this place.
Right. See people constantly walking down roads with just like those little grabber things
and trash bags.
Trash bags and just yep.
Everyone does their part to keep Alaska like as beautiful and amazing as it can be. And I really love that. But yeah, springtime in Alaska, normally not a beautiful,
it's not great.
Beautiful time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They postponed your cleanup week because of COVID. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Although when I was on a drive yesterday, I was thinking about how cleaning up actually would be a great thing for me. Because like I can just grab like my rubber gloves, I can grab my little trash picker upper, I can grab a trash bag, and I can just like go out, be away from people, and pick up trash.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to actually going and doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it every year. You see the military cleaning the highways always. I love that.
Yep.
Where did you live before Alaska?
I lived in Indiana.
I lived in Ontario, Oregon, but it was when I was 3. So.
And he was born in Connecticut.
Born in Connecticut,
right.
The great state of Connecticut. So that's what springtime in Alaska is like. Yeah, it definitely. Somebody says they saw homeless people cleaning Anchorage yesterday. Yeah, and I love that. I actually saw that on Thursday night. I was at our church building on Spenard, and there was this guy who was walking down Spenard who was clearly homeless, and he was picking up trash as he went. And I was just like, Anchorage,
it's so great.
I love you. I really do.
Yep.
So, okay, guys, we're going to start wrapping this up. So here's the plan. Next Sunday, we're going to do it again.
Yep.
Okay? We're going to hang out next Sunday, and we're going to talk. Oh, someone just said I was born in Mishawaka, Indiana.
What?
Wait, Francine, you were?
That's where I was born.
That's where Sherri was born.
That's where my family is.
What? Okay, that's crazy. That's like the most...
It's like this big. It's the princess city. Which is why I was born there.
That's why Sherri was born there, because it's the princess city. Clearly. You guys, we love you. And so next week, we'll see you. Disney Cruise. Here's what I want to know. Before we end this vlog, I want you to... I have to think about how I'm going to do this. I'm going to put up a graphic over on the LeggLife Instagram page and the LeggLife Facebook page in the next hour. And it's going to talk about next week's topic, which will be Disney Cruise. I want you guys to ask any Disney Cruise questions. No promises that we can get to it all in 1 week. But the reality is that we're going to do multiple Disney Cruise live streams because it's just the topic we love.
Right.
So go over there once I post that graphic later tonight. Ask any Disney Cruise questions that you guys have. We'll get to as many of them as we possibly can. So, all right, all you cool cats and kittens. We love you guys so very much.
Wrap this up with Carol Baskin. Oh my gosh.
And we so appreciate you spending part of your Easter with us.
Yep, we do.
Happy Easter to everybody. Everybody out there who Easter is a religious holiday. You're celebrating Jesus today. Today is such a big day. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Resurrection Sunday. For those of you in other countries that have stayed awake way too late to hang out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We love you all. We're so glad that you're a part of our life. We're so glad we got to spend part of our Easter with all of you.
Yep.
And you guys, we will see you. A Tiger King reference on Easter Sunday. It is allowed on our channel.
Yeah, yep. Anything's allowed.
Anything, apparently. You guys, we love you so very much. Happy Easter. Thanks for being a part of our community. And we will see you we'll see you tomorrow with a Dole Whip video.
Correct.
You guys, Dole or Disney? What's going to be better? What do you think?
Oof.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to go Disney.
You're going to go Disney? I'm going to go Dole.
I haven't looked at the recipes. So
I have looked at the recipes.
I'm just guessing.
We love you guys. We will see you tomorrow with Dole Whip. Bye.